guys, so I'm actually finally going to do that vlog I said I was going to do, that I've been thinking and planning about doing for like a couple weeks now. Walking up from work, obviously. I totally just watched the royal wedding, all of it, because my patient was basically like completely unconscious. So I just turned on the TV and sat in the room and charted and did my assessments and gave meds while I watched the wedding. It's like the Oscars to me, and that like I don't care about it at all the entire weeks leading up to it. Like I really cannot care less. I'm not into any of the anticipation. And the moment it gets there, I'm like, yes, let's watch this. Let's do this. So yeah, that happened. I did that. But it's a lot busier because it's like a weekday, and the only other times I've done this walking home has been a weekend, and so there's a lot more people, so I'm really having to embrace this vlogging thing this morning, guys, but I'm doing it for you. I can walk now. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about my routines, particularly before I go into work, because I am my father's daughter, and I am a creature of habit. So every day I walk or maybe drive in early, like an hour early usually. Then I need to leave, and I go to the Subway that's in the cafeteria, and I get a foot-long sandwich. It took me a little while to get this particular routine nailed down, but now that I have it nailed down, it's like solid. Get a foot-long turkey sandwich with chips, 2 chips, 1 drink. Split the sandwich in half, eat half of it, and then save the other half for lunch later that night at work. I bring in a Coke from home, so it's cheaper. So, number 1 routine. Then I listen to my iPod, listen to music, and I read whatever book I happen to be reading. Like today, when I walk in, it'll probably be The Last Little Blue Envelope. So I think that's the book I'm going to start with. Today, I'm embarrassed to say, or yesterday, it was a Nicholas Sparks book, because that's what I got from the library. Yay! Then after I do all that, I go into work. And at work, I have very specific routines I follow. So, like there's little things, like, you know, on my name badge, just for instance, I have my pen light, whoo, and my Sharpie, which are just very important things for any nurse to have in her hand, especially a pen light in the neuro ICU. I mean, you gotta have that for sure. But then it gets a lot more specific than that. I have certain things in every pocket. So here we go. In this pocket, I always keep my pens. I have 1 pen that has 4 colors. To color code my notes. And then I also keep a handy dandy stash of alcohol swabs. It gets so bad that when I'm not at work, I want to reach into my pocket if I need an alcohol swab, and I'm kind of confused when there isn't one there, because I get so used to having it at my fingertips at work all the time. Now my other top pocket in my shirt is where I usually keep my phone for work, where if my patient calls out, it'll buzz to my phone, or if I'm trying to call a doctor, you know, I'll page them to that phone, and things like that. I can call pharmacy if I'm missing a med, etc. It's quite useful and handy. I also keep other random gadgets. Like one of my favorite neuro toys is this, which is a laser level for EVDs, which are drains that go into your brain. And, woo, there's a laser. You aren't supposed to look at it, so I hope I didn't kill anybody right there. To make sure it's level, and it's so geeky and fun, and I love it. Moving to my pants pockets, that's also very specific. In the right-sided pocket, I keep chapstick, because it can get very dry air in the unit. My contacts also get very dry. I've had to start using drops sometimes. And I also happen to have a little mini dry erase marker, because, I mean, you never know when you're going to need a dry erase marker. And this one fits in my pocket. Perfect. And then on the other side, I keep my debit card, because, you know, having money is important, so I can like buy my dinner. So yeah, so that's that. pocket routine. I have a sheet. It's very important. My sheet, I fold it very particularly into thirds and then into fourths, like a hot dog that way, to create 12 slots on each half of the page for the 12 hours that I'm there and have to chart for my patients. So on one side of this sheet of paper is where I write my report. So I write like neuro stuff, or at the top I write like the history, like what's going on. And then I write neuro with CV underneath it. So that's in the first third. And then the second third, I have respiratory and GI, GU, stomach, urine. And then in the last third, I have family, access, like what IVs they have, and then plans. And then I write skin or any other various issues and whatever gaps I happen to have. I don't know how exactly I came up with this system, except for now it is a system, and I know where everything goes, and I know where to look for it, and I know if something is missing from my report, if they ask if I have any other questions. I know what they haven't told me. So on the other side of it, though, is like my lifeline for the night. Like if I lose this sheet of paper, like I don't know what I'm going to do because I have no idea what's going on. I write also, sorry, I'm kind of like folding. I meant to cross out patient names on here, but it's just last names. But still, HIPAA, you know. I have, if you can see here, I don't know what the shadow looks like at all because I'm walking and it's constantly changing. But I write like the time of day, all the times, and then every hour, everything that I need to write down. Like this patient I was very involved with tonight. And then this patient you can see really didn't have much going on at all because she really could have been a floor patient. In fact, she got floor orders on my shift. So, you know, every 4 hours I have to get their temperature, so there's a spot to write that down. Every hour I have to have like their urine output, so that's written down. And on this patient they had an EVD, so I had to have their brain pressure and the output from their brain written down every hour. And they're on the vent, so I had to write down their peak pressure and their peak mean every hour because that doesn't slave over from the machine like all the other vital signs. I don't know why. And anything else that you might have to write down every hour. And then the blank spots for those are all writing green. I don't know why green, I just picked green, and that's what it is now. And then everything else, I fill it in black because I don't know, it's black. And then the meds go in blue. So I write the meds on the like right side of the hourly box, on the far side of the hourly box. The meds I have to give every hour so I can cross them off when I do them and I know what's coming up. And then if I have any labs I need to draw, especially like any unusual labs and not just daily labs that I draw every day around 3 a.m. But some people have labs due at 10 specifically, or at midnight specifically, or at 6 a.m. specifically. If I don't write those down, I'll forget about them. So those go on the sheet. And anything else important goes on the sheet. Like the sheet, if I don't have the sheet, like I will die. I don't know what to do. It's my Bible at work. And then like tonight when I go back to work, assuming I have the same patients, on that report sheet that I showed you before, I'll take a different color pen and I'll just write the updates. So if I have patient series in a row, by the end when I'm giving a report to somebody who inevitably will be somebody new, I have like this page with like all these different color notes. And everyone looks at it and it's like, Erin, like, how can you understand what any of that says or means? It looks so disorganized. I'm like, no, this is really organized. And like this is what my organization is, you guys. It's this weird mix of like chaos, but like it makes complete sense to me, and that's how I organize. It doesn't look that organized, but at the same time, like, I'm really OCD about it. So I'm like OCD, but I'm bad at it. I don't know, I'm just weird. So I think this vlog's really long now. I'm sure I've rambled a lot, and I'm sure I'm kind of freaking some people out. So, you guys have a great day. I will see you tomorrow morning on our last VEDA. I have some things that I want to talk about, and I don't know what will end up happening, but we'll see. All right, bye guys.